Well, good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay-Hancock County Chamber of Commerce coming to you live from our latest ribbon cutting. We're at Harold E Shuck Incorporated on Lima Avenue in Findlay. I'm with Dan Shuck to talk about their 75th anniversary. Dan, that is an amazing anniversary to be celebrating for a business that's been in the family since day one. How does that feel, knowing that you're the head of the whole thing now?
Do you want me to be honest?
As honest as you can be on live video.
No, it's been from where I came from and in the dealership setting I've worked in for most of my adult working career. I've kind of braced myself for it when I took the leap and the step to take over the family business. But a lot of lessons learned, a lot of unpredictables. But we've rolled with the punches. Me and my business partner. Came a long way in the 4 years that we've been here, and a skilled trade is totally different than I guess where I've came from. So even though I worked here as a kid during the summer, out of high school for a brief stint, I had the nature, the basics, the general knowledge of what we offered here, aside from adding plumbing and electrical since we've taken over. But it's definitely been a total 180 from what I was used to, other than having some business background and things of that nature. So it's been good. It's been very humbling, and we're very grateful to still be here 4 generations later.
Tell us a little bit about how it got started. Obviously, you weren't here 75 years ago.
I did not bring my paper that day. We did the live remote like a year or two ago. But if I can remember correctly, my great-grandfather got this started. I don't remember what word is, so I apologize. But he was working on sheet metal, or he was working on naval ships out in California. And I don't know if it was after the war. Ended up finding out that, he was expecting children, came back this way, had already had so much experience with his hands with working with metal, and that just kind of, the metal followed him. It stuck to his hands, and that's what he started off doing with sheet metal. I'm not sure how the roofing kind of related into that, but from my knowledge back then, there was a lot of metal roofing going on. So that kind of, I guess, just went hand in hand. And it's bad for me to say as well, I don't know how the heating got brought into it. But when I asked my grandfather, hey, what did we offer in 1950 when we sat down and had this conversation, it was sheet metal roofing and heating. In the 80s, we picked up cooling because back then, before then, there wasn't a whole lot of cooling options. So from that point forward in the 80s, sheet metal roofing, heating, and cooling. Expanded the roofing side. Then when me and my brother-in-law stepped in 22, he's our electrician. So we added electrical in 22, and then in 23, we added plumbing. Because we started to get more phone calls hand in hand with the HVAC. So it was something that just kind of made sense, and we've rolled with that ever since. And all departments are flourishing, and especially the electrical and the plumbing side.
And I think that's how a family-owned business operates generation after generation, is by continuing to expand services, add a few different things into the repertoire, and here you are 75 years later. So now the celebration is on, as people can see behind us. Tell us what's happening out here today.
So we're doing our 75th anniversary celebration. We did a ribbon cutting at noon. I'm live on the radio. I apologize for people that have to hear my voice over and over again. So we're doing that. We're doing some giveaways, some door prizes, donating some stuff from some vendors that we work with and that we do business with. And we're giving away a few things of ourselves, some goodies, a service contract for HVAC, an AC inspection, paying for people's food here, and just trying to enjoy the day and celebrate 75 years.
Well, it's great to see so much community support for a business that's been a large part of the community for 75 years now. Thank you for having us out. It's really great to be a part of today's celebration.
Yes, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
So for Dan, I'm Doug. Have a great weekend, everybody.